Hello guys, this is Katie, and today is still extremely hot down here, so we're going to cook inside again today. And today I'm going to make some slow cooker pork loin sandwiches, or some people call them Italian pork sandwiches. Either way, I'm going to show you how to do this in the slow cooker. I have probably about 2-3 pound pork loin that I brined overnight in a sweet tea brine, which I have a video for that on our page. And then I just simply season it with some salt and pepper. Now we're fixing to sear both sides of the pork loin. And then we'll add everything to the slow cooker and turn it on. Okay, now as you can see, I have seared all my sides of my pork. Now we're going to start adding all our ingredients into the slow cooker so we can turn it on. I have some sauteed vegetables I did earlier that we're going to add to it to give it a little more flavor, which we would call a mirepoix. It's carrots, onions, celery, peppers, mushrooms, just to give our pork a little more flavor. And plus, it's always good to have your veggies. And you can add any kind of little veggies you like in yours to go with yours anyway. Get all this out of here. Alright, I got those added to my pot. And they're already nice and soft. They're going to pretty much disintegrate and get translucent while my pork's cooking. Now we're going to get a little bit of garlic to put in here. Which I have some right here. And like I say, put as much as you like in there. I don't like a whole lot, so I'm just going to put a little bit in there for my liking. Okay, now whenever you use a slow cooker and you do meat and everything, or pretty much anything you put in there, you got to have whatever your protein or your item in there, and you got to have some liquid, because you got to have something to cook it in. So what I like to do is I buy the Lipton onion soup mix packs. And I mix it with a cup of water. And this is what is going to be my liquid that's going to go in here. And it'll give it a little more umami flavor. This is a beef and onion Lipton soup mix I'm using. But you can use any kind you like. Or if you like, you can use any Campbell's soup or store brand. Onion soup or anything like that. If you want to, you can just stick water. Just, whatever you think is easy for you. Or you can use a broth or something. Just be careful whenever you use broth and everything, especially with doing pork and adding other seasonings, about how much salt you want to put in there. So just keep an eye on that and think about that whenever you're deciding what kind of liquid you want to put in there. Alright, so I've already got this mixed up, the Lipton onion soup mix, like I said, with a cup of water. And I have some dry herbs in here too. So I'm going to add this to my slow cooker. Make sure oops, about to lose my bowl. Get all the little dry onion bits out. And add it to the cooker. Okay, and this is what it looks like with all the ingredients in there. Alright, and now I'm going to put the lid on it and we're going to set my slow cooker. And yes, everybody knows you got to fight with the lid. There we go, we finally got it. Alright, I got my power on. I'm going to hit my slow cooker and I'm going to do it on low for like 8 hours. We're going to end up shredding this pork, like I said, to make Italian pork sandwiches or slow cooker pork sandwiches in a little while. So I have it set for about 8 hours. Probably about 6 hours or so. I'm going to check it and see if it's ready to shred, because it's not that big of a piece of meat. So I don't think it's going to take quite that long to cook it. So I got it set on low. I'm going to hit start and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, guys, our Italian beef, our not Italian beef, I'm sorry, it's pork. Hello. Anyway, but our pork, our slow cooker pork that we're making our sandwich with is done. Or our Italian pork, whichever one you want to call it. It looks good. It's all done. We're going to put it on our sandwich. A lot of people do it with the broccoli raw, but I'm not a big fan of that. So I'm using spinach on mine, and I have provolone on there, and I have my bread dressed, just with some mayonnaise. You know, put whatever you like on your sandwich because this is your sandwich. So, look, if I can get some out. All that beef. I keep saying beef. All this pork on there. Okay, so there is our pork sandwich, and it's going to make the spinach wilt a little bit, which is fine because the broccoli raw, it normally wilts on whenever you put that on there too. So there's our sandwich, and I hope you enjoy.